Files coverage of the Division III championships for 902 Hoops, featuring the Windjammers and the Nets. I am Tracy Williams, and I have my co-host, Mr. Jaden Jordan, all Canadian from King's College, Nova Scotia. And what are your thoughts on tonight's game?
Well, I think we got a good one on our hands tonight. I know the favorites for tonight are the Nets. I believe they finished the standings in third, sorry. But I know some guys on the squad who played high-level basketball. Alex Chisholm played at the University of UMB, and also Mount Allison University.
Yeah, him and his brother too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, his brother. Yeah, because they're both. Where are they from again?
They're from Fall River area.
Did they play for Lockview?
Yeah, they played for Lockview.
Yeah, they played with what was that guard that played with them? That Ben guy.
Ben Miller, is it? No, not Ben Miller.
He ended up going to UBC.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure at the moment, but I know. I played against Alex in high school. Me and him had a lot of battles. I know in his grade 12 year, which would have been 2012, he was the regular season MVP. He averaged about 35 points that year. Yeah,
That's no joke.
No, he's a real bucket getter.
That's no joke. Well, this is going to be a really entertaining game. I like the Nets uniforms. And that was Chisholm for a quick little three attempt there. Got Crisp.
There's a good hoop by number 4.
Sheldon Crisp.
Okay.
Looks like he could be there. Oh, he's Crisp for three.
Oh, yeah.
He's off to a quick start.
He's something to look out for.
He's off to a good start. Now, there's a few guys that I know. There's a few guys that I don't know. Now, I know Pan. He's one of the referees. He's one of the better referees here, and he does a lot of our high school games for Tier 1, for Division 1. And first time I really get to see him play. And so now I can make fun of him next time he's doing one of our games. Okay. So we got a foul on Sam Wow.
That's his first personal.
Yeah. Now, as I say, I don't really. There's a few guys that I know. There's a few guys that I don't know. But I know there's at least 4 or 5 guys that played at least small college basketball. So they played next level ball. And all of these guys played high school ball.
Yeah, like another notable name is Aiden Woodford. I believe he played at Mount Allison too.
Yeah. Now, I know most of these guys are Lockview guys are from that area that are on the Nets.
Yeah, I think the whole team might be made up of all Lockview alumni.
Well, it's good to see that, though. I'm waiting to see a Citadel team here. What's going on here?
Yeah, that'd be great to see. I know a lot of us are split up. We're all on our own teams, but definitely one of these seasons we all have to get together for sure.
Well, I think that'd be something to watch.
Yeah, I think what's great about this men's league is that, a lot of high school players can all reunite with each other and get back out and compete.
Yeah. And that was Richard Orr. Now, viewers, I'm going to have to apologize because I'm not normally a play-by-play guy. I normally follow the play-by-play guide. So we're going to try to do the best job we possibly can do.
Yeah.
We're going to talk a lot about ball.
That's all we can do.
And I just want you all to enjoy the ride tonight. Actually get to watch a little bit of basketball considering the break's on. Oh, big rebound. That's another Chisholm, is it?
That is his older brother. I believe he's actually the eldest brother of 5.
5 of them?
Yeah. I know 3 of them, or maybe even 4 of them, all played at Mount Allison.
Wow, that's a big 3 right there.
By Richard Hope.
That is him.
He just played in the Division I finals game we had a moment ago.
Well, you can tell that he's into his fitness. I think he actually works in the fitness industry, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's a personal trainer. I know when I first met him, he was working at the Good Life in Leary, Utah.
And that was Alex Chisholm that just knocked down the three. And see, that's the thing I like the most about 902 Hoops. You can actually, you can find a league that's good for you. Not everybody's going to play Division One. Not everybody's going to play Div 2. You can find a league like this where you can come out and have some fun, get a good sweat on, do what you got to do, and just enjoy the game, you know?
Yeah, I think that's what's most important, just to be able to get active and, compete at your level,
Yeah.
right? Whether that's, advanced or intermediate or whatever it might be.
And I see some of these guys could actually play. I see a couple guys on the floor that could actually possibly play Div 1.
Absolutely.
Oh, big hoop by Chisholm.
A deep three ball.
That's a fly.
I
Big
think
pass.
that's what he's going to have to do if they're going to pull out this game.
Well, he's going to have to. He's going to have to knock him down. I can. Just 1 second here. I'm trying to make sure who. I don't want to get guys' names wrong. Ian Machine.
I believe it's pronounced McShone.
McShone.
McShone for the line for two. Fouls on Richard Hope.
Richard's not worried because he got some people on the bench, so he's good to go. After playing 40 minutes, and he's still going.
McShone knocked down the first.
Knock it down here. Now we're looking at a 5-point game.
Chris with another rebound.
Oh, another big three.
He's letting them fly tonight.
Chisholm tries to answer. Here we go, Chris. He's really eating that break. Big hoop.
I believe Chris is from the New Glasgow area.
He'd be from New Glasgow after I left.
Yeah. Good block by Chisholm.
I have to ask him. I think he, you know what? I think he might have played for Northumberland though. I don't think he played for North Nova.
Okay.
So he might be he's from Pictou County, but not necessarily New Glasgow per se. Now I could be completely wrong, but I do recall a lot of the North Nova teams, even from when the time you played to now. And I don't remember this guy, and he's actually that good that I would remember him.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hope for another three. Wow, Hope is unconscious.
That's two in a row.
That's two in a row. I think already 4 for the game. He's knocking him down. Big 13-point lead for the Windjammers. Oh. Okay, I think that's a Chisholm. He's knocked down that banker, so we got an 11-point lead here. And he'll go to the line for two.
Pan refs, doesn't he?
Yes, he does. Yeah, he does high school tier 1, or sorry, Div 1, and I think he does you guys now. He does
Yeah, he does. I thought
ACAA basketball, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if he does U Sport yet, but I know he's doing small college. That's my first time getting to see him play ball, so now I get to make fun of him.
Yeah, you got a good looking jump shot on him.
Yeah. Oh, big take. Clearing space, Chisholm. Wow, no call. Oh, there it is.
See, but that's what made Chisholm a monster. You know, his big frame always made it difficult for guys to guard him.
Well, you know what I mean. You're more of a finesse guy. You're not a banger.
Yeah.
You bang when you have to. You got guys like that. Every team needs a guy like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, every team needs a guy like that. Every team I ever played on, we had a guy like that. Sometimes I was that guy.
Yeah.
Right? You need to have dudes that actually aren't afraid to put their body on the line and aren't afraid to, take a little hit here and there to make things happen.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, we got a 10-point game here for the Windjammers. And like every other final I've seen so far, Hope, here we go, little floater. Chisholm with the rebound over to Chisholm. Nice little take. Okay, a little off there. Oh, a little Euro. Chisholm with the big hoop. I think right now, so far, he's their leading scorer.
Yeah, I think he has about 10 of the
10 of the 12?
10 of the 12.
Oh, big block there. Oh, another big block by Chiz.
That's 2 in a row for him. And paying with the strip on Patrick.
Was he go by P Money?
He goes by P Money.
Oh, Chiz with a big three. He's cutting that lead down to 5. He got a 5-point game.
And that's Alex Chisholm.
Excuse me. Wow, Chiz is on a tear.
2 quick threes for Alex. It's a 2-point game.
Oh, some good D play right there. Big take. The ref with the most. Dean Pan. The ref with the most. Is that where you look? I see Chisholm. I'm going to call this team Chisholm. Now another Chisholm for a 3.
Between the Chisholm brothers, that's 3 threes in the last 2 minutes of the game.
That was Ben Chisholm who knocked that one down. No, the ref with the most.
Pan for a 2.
Now, one thing I'm seeing here, and I'm seeing a lot of discipline from. Oh wow!
Oh my goodness!
Another Chisholm in the build. That's Ben Chisholm with another one.
Each of the Chisholm brothers just hit the last 4 threes, 2 in a row for each.
And the rebounding. Wow, nice pass. What a pass. That was a beautiful pass.
It's almost unfair when those two team up together.
Well, they know where each other are going to be. And that's, you can't buy that.
Mm-hmm.
There's three Chisholms on the floor right now?
2.
2? Okay, I thought number 9 was a Chisholm too. He got that kind of look to him.
Yeah. Yeah, cool story is I remember back in 2017, I think, Blue Nose tournament here in Halifax, Nova Scotia. Me and the 2 Chisholm brothers actually teamed up with Nate Darling, and we secured a championship in 2016. Mm-hmm. And it was a great run. I think that was when those 2 guys were in their primes. And Nate Darling now is in the NBA, so it's just a collection of talent was definitely something.
I remember you win that tournament because I was coaching the U17 team in that tournament, and I remember playing against you guys. And the one thing that we were trying to teach our youngins is, you're playing against some seasoned dudes here that know what they're doing. They're disciplined. They move the basketball. They run the floor well. Their conditioning's on point. we took an L to you guys. And the one thing that the youngins learn is that there's more to basketball than just being able to put the ball in the hoop.
Absolutely.
It's all the other isms that come along with it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We're seeing a lot of that tonight. You're seeing the Chisholms. They have a great chemistry. You're seeing their team do what they got to do. Now, mind you, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not keeping a count of the score. Maybe our technical guy, he's not doing it either. But I'll take a little trip over at halftime and see who's scoring what. But I'm seeing a balanced scoring coming from the Nets as far as the Chisholms. And, they're moving the basketball really nice. The Windjammers are doing their thing, too. I'm seeing a lot of production from Hope and from Crisp. And, they're keeping this. They're making this a game.
Yeah, and Pan's also holding his end.
Pan's doing his thing. I better not talk too loud. We might jinx him. But yeah, Chris with a nice little drive there. Quick pull up. Hey, quick two.
Spill on aisle 4.
Chisholm went way downtown.
I think that was a heat checker.
Yeah. But the one thing I know about championship teams, you can't live and die by that three.
No, you can't.
You can't live and die by the three. You gotta balance it out. You gotta have a little bit of diversity in your attack. If you're just gonna come down, shoot threes, a lot of teams will just camp, let you go.
Yeah.
Say what you want. It's not a high percentage shot.
And when you settle for threes for too much, the offense gets stagnant, right? And not a lot of movement.
Well, I mean, now mind you, not everybody is Jaden Jordan. Not everybody can, lead the ACAA and the country in scoring.
That is true.
And, not everybody can do that. But the one thing I know that you learn, and especially I think is maybe from your community-wide days, and, I'm a big community-wide alumnus, huge on community-wide. And you learn that if your game ain't necessarily being on point, utilize the team. If you got a great big, let's get him going. You got another shooter beside you, get him going. And that's one thing that I notice about the championship teams. They use all parts of it.
Yeah, it's evenly distributed on offense. You see a lot of layups. You see a lot of threes going up, ball movement.
Okay, that was Jarrett Klaus. Knocked down that free throw. We playing a little bit of D. Say one thing about the Nets, they're big. That's a big team.
Yeah.
Like these guys are not small. Oh, nice finish. Adam Woodford. Oh, nice take.
Chris for 2.
Did he play college ball?
I don't know, but he definitely could have. He definitely should have.
Uh-oh. Big rebound. Look at that rebound.
They're shown for 2.
I see. This is one thing that it's uses as a teaching moment. Youngins, don't ever give up on a play. Don't give up on a play. Till the ref blows the whistle, don't give up on a play.
I think that's when you really start to master the game is when you start to do the little things, not giving up on plays, keep playing until you hear the whistle. All those things really, contribute to the full aspect of the game of basketball.
Well, I mean, growing up, and I mean, being a successful college basketball player on the U Sport and the CCAA level, the difference between that level of basketball and just playing for fun, it's night and day. It's night and day. And one thing that a lot of the younger players, people that are starting to get into the game, you got to realize, guys that play that level, they don't do nothing crazy fancy. They keep it simple.
It's all fundamentals.
It's all fundamentals.
Yeah.
It's fundamentals. They keep it simple. And it's repetition. I know, and you were telling me this last time. We talked about this all your life, but we talked about this. How many hours would you spend a week in the gym?
Oh, hours. Just practicing the same move, the same
jumpers,
shot.
Game shots.
Yeah.
Shots you're going to take in the game. Shots you're going to do. Even practicing taking hits.
Yeah. I find the hardest thing about playing or getting adjusted to a new level of basketball is knowing how to play, the speed is played at, the physicality is played
Yeah.
at, and it's something that a lot of kids don't train for because it's hard to kind of simulate in your training.
Yeah.
But I think if you just envision what it's like, that just goes a long way for any players who are looking to develop.
Well, the conditioning is a huge factor.
Yeah.
It's a huge factor.
I think it's underrated too.
Well, it is it. If you're not in shape, you're not going to be able to think, and if you can't think, you can't play.
Yeah.
And say what you want about great D by Crisp. Oh, he's launching it. Bang! Wow, Crisp knocks it down. We got a 2-point game.
He's not letting his team lose tonight.
We got a 2-point game. We got a ball game here, ladies and gentlemen. We got Hansen bringing it down. It's Hand. Oh, another steal. Headman it. Oh, he should have finished that. But he's going to the line. But yeah, like as we were talking about, I mean, the conditioning. That is the key. You have to be in shape.
Yeah.
You have to take care of the body. And, you have to put in your work.
I think another underrated thing about basketball is working out. I feel like a lot of youth don't work out until they get to university, and I think they're at a disadvantage there.
Well, I mean, as you know, I'm a former personal trainer, all that. But aside from a lot of stuff I do, and I'm huge on the weights with guys. Now, mind you, I do tell players wait till you hit grade 10. When it comes to the male side, when it comes to the female side, same thing. Wait till you hit grade 10, grade 9, grade 10. Grade 11 is when you normally have your major spurt.
Yeah.
But it's not going to affect, if you're just doing like calisthenics, body weight stuff,
Yeah.
plyometrics, that's not going to affect your growth.
No, not at all.
You don't start hitting the weights till you hit grade 11, grade 12. But even then, you need to be prepared for when you go to university, when you go to college. Because you got some of the world, some of the best athletes in the world that are, they're super strong. They're, oh, nice take. Big rebound there. Oh, Hand with it. He comes up with it. Pan, sorry. He wrote down Hand here. Dean, I apologize for pronouncing your last name wrong. It'll not happen again. Nice pass. Now, see, I got a feeling that condition is going to come into this because the pace is actually kind of up.
It's a fast pace to this game.
They're moving this. Now, I don't mind the half-court play. Now, mind you, even as a high school coach now with our guys at Millwood, we try to keep the pace up. We try to make sure our guys are conditioned, ready to go. And as when you played at Citadel, it was 40 minutes of hell.
Yeah.
Right? And it's boom, boom, boom. But defensively, you got to be in shape.
Yeah, Mark Parker, my coach at Citadel, always told us if we're going to take a break on the floor, it's got to be on offense, not on defense.
Yep. That's a each one teach one moment right there. That is community-wide from the time you were in mini to now.
Yeah.
That's the time you take a break. So we got a 1-point game here. We got the Windjammers up by 40-39.
And we have a timeout on the floor for the Windjammers.
And I think Crisp right now so far, if I was a guessing man, might be our leading scorer for the Windjammers. The Chisholms pick one for the Nets. They had a little flurry of threes here and some rebounds, and they're running the floor pretty nice. What's your take on this game so far, Mr. Jordan?
Well, I would say Ben Chisholm is definitely, I think, the star of the game so far. He's affecting the game on both ends of the floor. He has about 2+ blocks for the game. He has about 2+ threes for the game, and then a flurry of layups. So I would say definitely he has his fingerprints all over the game.
And he's rebounding, too. Yeah.
And then Chris on the other side, he's keeping his team up. He's willing his team to win.
Yeah.
He's hitting every tough basket. I think those two guys are the story of the game tonight.
I like the energy that I'm seeing from Crisp. Kind of came out under the radar for me. I've never really seen him until tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Surprised somebody didn't scoop this guy up after high school.
Yeah, like
To be honest with you.
my first time actually meeting him was I believe in the Simon tournament. It's a high school
Yeah.
alumni tournament in Cape Breton,
Hmm.
and he was on one of the New Glasgow teams.
So
And
he's, I might have been in Northumberland.
yeah, it could have
I
been
th-
picked up. It was one of those
yeah.
areas.
And
And,
then,
and yeah, he gave me some trouble. So
okay,
I have a great respect for his game.
let everybody know where you're from.
You know, I'm from Halifax, Nova Scotia,
Well,
where
where's your people from?
from my people are from New Glasgow, right?
What's buzzing, cousin? No. And I noticed your Uncle Floyd was playing in a certain tournament there a couple of months ago.
Okay.
Down there, that memorial tournament that Marcus McLean
I
put on.
didn't know he was still
He
hooping.
was playing, man. He was hooping. There's pictures all over Instagram and Facebook. He was doing his thing.
That's what's up. I haven't seen him play probably since 2005. So
Now, for
it's
those
good
of
to
you
see
who don't
him.
know who I'm talking about a gentleman by the name of Floyd Skinner, who played at J.L. Isley High School and New Glasgow High, and was a beast. And he played against some of the best. He played against the arguably best high school team of all time, the QEH Lions, that had like the Wade Smiths and the Daryl Johnsons, Augie Jones, Michael Doles, James McQuaid's. He played against those guys, and he averaged like 20-10 against those guys. I remember watching him play as a youngster, and the fact that I'm related to him was a bonus. But he was a beast, and he's still doing his thing, and he's well into his 50s,
That's amazing.
and he's running with the youngins. Oh, good lead pass, good defense. So we got 19 seconds on the shot clock here. Got a little quick pop, and he misses.
There's Ben again securing a rebound. P money for three, but that's way off.
P Money has a very interesting form. Hey, we got another Chisholm with another. Oh no, that wasn't a Chisholm. That was
Woodford for three.
Woodford. Yeah. So we got 2-point game again here, guys.
Nets are up two.
Crisp? Nope.
Nolan with a step back jumper.
Now, where did he play high school at?
I'm not sure. I'm not familiar with him, but he has some game to him.
And you know what? He looks like he's in a little bit of shape too. He looks like he's a stronger guy.
Yeah.
Oh, Big D.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I definitely see conditioning playing a part in this game. It's starting to get a little sluggish
Trying to get
now.
a little sloppy.
Yeah.
But now those people who really are basketball heads, have played the game, know. The most, in my opinion, the first 6 minutes of the third quarter are the most important minutes of the game. Because that's when you really gut checking.
Whew.
Oh, big
Ben Chisholm for
Ben
three.
Chisholm in the building. The Chisholm brothers are just all over this game tonight. Their fingerprints are all over it, as we said earlier. As you
Yeah.
said earlier. Crisp trying to answer back. 3-point game. 47-44 for the Nets. Chisholm checking the clock. There we go.
Woodford.
Woodford.
For two.
So we got a 5-point game here. And the harm. And he's good on that. So we got a six-point game here, 50-44 for the Nets. We got Pan bringing it down.
They're gonna hold for one last shot.
They cleared out for him.
Pan for three. That's off.
Chris. Oh, he counts it.
Chris off the rebound puts it
And he
back
counts
in.
it. I think right now Chris got close to 20, 25 points. He's killing it.
Okay, they actually waved it off.
Did they wave that off?
They say he didn't get it off in time.
It looked a little late. So what's your take on the first half, my man?
Well, it's been a back-and-forth game. We got the Nets in front now. But most of the game, the Windjammers have led. And it wasn't until Ben Chisholm and Alex Chisholm and Aiden Woodford kind of took over the game in the last 4 minutes of the second quarter. So I'd like to see them come out hard in the second half and continue to make this push. But I know Chris and Richard Holt will have something to say about that.
Oh, yeah. Well, one thing we got to remember, this is a championship game, so everything's on the line for this. Everything you sweated for in this last little bit, this is what it boils down to. And again, as we were saying earlier, it's going to come down to conditioning. It's going to come down who's going to execute. And you know, you've been on many championship teams. You know what it takes to win that on the college level, on the high school level, on the minor level, on the provincial team level. It's going to come down to who wants it more, and who's going to have that discipline to get it done. You know, I see a lot of heart on both sides. If I'm a coach and I didn't see any of these people before tonight, I would say that yes, both of these teams are playing with a lot of heart. There's some people that might be doing some things that they're not necessarily great at, but they get the job done anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm just, you know, I'm seeing a lot of will from the Chisholms on their side.
Yep.
A lot of will. They you know, not to steal from William and Joko, but the will to win. They're in here to try to get this done. They want to get this chip, and they're playing like they do. Crisp, I'm impressed.
Yeah.
I think he might have to make a jump up. You know,
Definitely.
maybe a tier 1 team should pick him up.
I think a tier 1 or tier 2 team definitely should
pick him up.
look at picking him up. I think he'd be a great addition.
You know, because he's doing this against these guys, and I'll tell you, the Nets are not a small team. I'm seeing 6'5", 6'5", 6'6".
Yeah.
And, you know, everybody else is 6'2", 6'3". Like, that's a big team.
And all the baskets are tough. They're not easy.
They're contested.
Yeah, they're not easy baskets. They're left-hand contested layups or pull-up threes. But I think both sides know that, you know, the game of basketball is a game of runs, where it's all about weathering the storm, right?
Yeah.
Not getting too high, not getting too low, knowing that a team is going to make their run, and it's just about holding the fort down and trying to contain it as much as you can.
I'm making your adjustments.
Yeah.
You got to make your adjustments.
On the fly at that.
Well, especially at this level and above. I mean, everybody's there because they can play.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm pretty sure your first day in a college basketball situation where you're going to practice, you figured that out. You know what I mean? Same as me when I went to the Mount. Everybody was there because they could play.
Yeah.
Right? And, you know, even playing senior against guys back in my day, everybody's there because they could play. Everybody was a superstar. Everybody was a superstar in high school. And some of them were all-stars. Some, you know, whatever they were in college. But everybody's there because they can play.
So let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Who is the best basketball player that you've ever seen, and with your real eyes, just that you played against?
That I played against?
Yeah.
I played against a lot of guys. Okay. I'd say the best Canadian ball player I've ever played against in my time was either Rohan Barrett or Phil Dixon from Toronto.
From Toronto? They're both from Toronto?
Or Turbo.
Okay.
Trevor Williams. As far as here, take your pick. Play against everybody.
Yeah.
Wade, Sharp, like everybody.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I played against all these guys and with a lot of these guys. You know, like some of my best teammates were like the Jason Wilsons and those guys.
Yeah.
You know, then we get to the Wills and to the Jordan Crochers, the Fred Perrys, and you know what I mean? Junior and senior. Like my first year of playing senior ball, you know, when I was going to Henson College, I was playing against Fred Perry Sr. Then, you know, I coached his son and then played with his son. So, you know what I mean? And with two of his sons. You know, like, it depends on what we're talking here.
Yeah.
If we're talking college player, it's hard for me to say. If we're talking street player,
Because that matters. You know, there's different types of basketball, and I don't think the average fan knows that.
Now, some of the best ball players I ever played against was in the black tournament. And I'll say that, I'll use that even though we don't use that term anymore, but we'll say the provincial black basketball tournament. You know, I played against guys that played in the NBA. And, you know, as I say, I was teammates in senior league with guys that played in the NBA. The biggest beast I've ever saw in my time was Richard Bella.
Okay.
6'9", 265 pounds, 3% body fat. He was the Under Armour mannequin that you see at Sport Check. He was that. Right? But 6'9". He played in the Olympics for Central African Republic, played at X. He won a national championship in '93.
Okay.
He was drafted by the Houston Rockets. He went down for training camp, tore his ACL, ended up playing in Spain and in Italy. This guy was a beast. And I'll say this to you. I've only ever been dunked on 3 times in my life. Ever. Against, you know, play against, come against Tracy Williams.
Yeah.
You're going on your behind. And then we
Nice
got to get back to
reverse.
this game. But anyway, I'll make a long story short. So we got a 10-point lead here now. Richard Bella is probably the strongest, biggest beast I've ever seen. You know, like
Big three by the Nets.
by Hanson. Imagine Churchill, Zach Churchill. Or no, sorry. Is that it? Zach Churchill?
Kevin Churchill.
That played for Carlton?
Yeah.
Imagine him, except 2 inches bigger, taller, and built like a bodybuilder.
Sounds scary.
And never got tired. Never. That is probably the biggest piece I've ever played against. Now, the best pure basketball player that I've seen out of here, there's a few of them. There's like Sean Izzard and those guys.
Okay.
There's like, you know, Tyson Bales was no joke. Colin Johnson was probably the best high school player of my era. He got killed in a car accident years ago. But he was Jordan before Jordan. Like, this guy was no joke. And then you get Chris Mantley and those guys, their era.
Yeah.
Uncle Floyd and them guys in their era, right? Like, you had some serious ball players come out of that. You know, then you even get to like the New Brunswick teams, like Canada Cases, Jason Darrow and his teams. They were no joke. You know what I mean? And Three Oaks, Dean Thibodeau and those guys, they were no joke. You know.
Hey, okay.
Little dunk. I should say a little Larry Birder.
A little cheese.
a little cheesy one. Okay, so we got a 12-point game here. The Nets have opened up a little bit of a lead here. And as we were talking about earlier, it looks like that conditioning is coming into play.
Definitely.
Because they're still rebounding, they're still moving the basketball and keeping the tempo up. Chisholm, here we go, trying to make things happen. Falls his own shot, here we go. And the Windjammers have to take a little time out. Now, I'll say this about your guys' era and after. You guys, as far as athletics go, you guys are athletic as anybody I've ever seen. Okay, like your crew, and I say your crew. I'll even say from Fred Perry's era, Fred Perry Jr.'s era to now, right? And you're part of that. Like,
Okay.
you're part of that, like the 2000s on, right? You guys have access to better equipment, better, training principles, all that type of stuff. Like, we had to do sky jump to learn plyometrics, right, back in my time.
We have YouTube now.
Yeah, you got YouTube. You guys can do plyo anytime you want. You can get to the gym. You guys know that,
More information.
Yeah. You guys are way more informed than we were. Because in our time, a few of us went to the gym. The rest of us just ran.
Yeah.
Right? Off season, you ran. Right? As far as fundamentals, though, you look at the Jay Wills and those guys' era. Those guys knew every part of the game, every part of it.
Yeah.
They didn't just beat you athletically. They beat you with the cerebral. They beat you with their mind.
With the mind.
You know what I'm saying? And that is just something that I'm not saying that you guys don't have that, because you guys have that too, but on their level, Okay, so yeah. Now we're seeing Hope get a little. I think minute 50 is starting to get the Hope a little bit.
Yeah.
Now I'm looking at the ball movement of the Nets. Oh, Chisholm. He checked there for him. P Money with the assist. Oh, big defensive stop. Look at this ball movement. Yeah. So we're getting into conditioning now.
Yeah, it's a layup drill for
It's
the
a layup
net.
drill for the Nets, yeah. And they're rebounding. They're keeping the pace up. They know they're on. They know they're on Maritime Athletic Profiles. They got the,
Yeah.
the best commentary crew in Atlantic Canada today.
Yeah.
Today. Wow. I was gonna say if that's, yeah, but
If you look at the rebounding, I think it's definitely the main story of tonight.
yeah,
You
second
know,
chance points. Right?
Yeah.
And they're moving the basketball nicely.
Yeah, the length of this Nets team is something troublesome.
Excuse me. Well, I mean, you see what you got on the floor here. I'm seeing 6'5", 6'5", 6'5". You know what I mean? And then you see 5'10", 5'10". Then you see guys on the bench, 6'7" on the bench. Oh, Crispus, he's not giving up though. Chris is making it respectable. If they can keep it to 10, going into the fourth, this is anybody's game.
Yeah, it's still a lot of game left to be played.
There's a million years. We're only third quarter. Now, notice the whistles aren't really going a lot. They're letting them play tonight.
They're letting them play, and that's what you want to see in a championship game.
Yeah.
You want to see buckets. You don't want to see the game get stopped too many times.
Crisp, okay. Maybe a little forced, but big rebound there by April. The commentary, you heard April of the game before us here. Keep saying that Allen, man, he needs to work for Sportsnet. Hey, Chisholm with another one.
Damn.
Allen's got to have at least 20, 25 to 26 points by now.
Easily.
Like he's knocking him down. He should be playing tier 1. He's got the size.
He definitely got the size.
And the jumper is fluid.
Mm-hmm.
He handles the basketball. He rebounds. He guards their big. He'll guard their guards.
Yeah.
One of your teams got to pick him up, man.
Well, I know he plays on D2. He plays in tier 2 with, they had a really great team. I believe they're called the Halifax Glizzies, I believe.
Okay, these names, I don't.
It's creative.
Names,
These are. Tell me about it.
Well, that's the thing about this league, man. You can be creative with the name.
Name your team whatever you want. My Division 2 team, we're in the finals tomorrow. We're called Above the Rim.
Yeah,
after
I watched
the
game
movie.
last night. Yeah, I caught the jerseys too. They look just like them.
Yeah, the jerseys from the movie.
Yeah,
and
yeah, I
everything.
caught it. P Money. Chris is just letting them fly.
Yeah, he's chucking.
This is the thing I'm impressed with. You can tell these guys have been together for a while. Oh, M1. I think that foul was that on Derek Walker?
It was.
Yeah, that was on Derek Walker. Had kind of a quiet game tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a conditioning thing here now. I mean, they're knocking down their jumpers, they're rebounding, they're running the floor. They look like they want it. They want it.
Yeah.
And that's another thing about championship teams, champions, becoming a champion. Your energy's got to be on point. The energy's got to be right.
Energy's important, right? I think it's the story of everything.
Well, if you can do the little things,
Ooh. Good kick by Chris.
then they keep it alive, and then here we go. And then Chisholm's going to run the show. Yeah, so and then they bring 6'7" off the bench.
Yeah.
It's a big team, man. That's a big team. Chris was he's letting them fly. Second chance points. Like I told you.
Claws for
Second
2.
chance, claws for 2. Pan's bringing it down here. Over to Crisp. And
So it looks like we have some classic NBA jerseys out there tonight. The Windjammers are sporting the Denver
Denver
Nuggets
Nuggets, yeah,
alternate
throwback.
jersey,
Yeah, the old throwbacks.
and the Nets
We
are
got the Dr. J Nets,
yeah.
which I love them actually. To be honest with you, I'm feeling those Nets jerseys.
Very clean.
You know, I'm a retro basketball lover, but I do love the new game too. Now, mind you, I'm going to tell you this, and I know there might be some comments in the, you know, there might be some words in the comments. I'm a little disenchanted with the NBA right now. I'm watching more NCAA. I like more of the U Sport. I like more of the local. I like more of that because it just seems like it's more real ball to me. You know, I am a basketball purist, and anytime I see a team up by 30, and next thing you know, I fall asleep and wake up fourth quarter. It's a 5-point game.
Yeah.
That says a lot to me. That says it's either scripted or that says that it's, they're going through the motions.
Yeah.
It's entertainment now, right? Now, don't get me wrong. NBA basketball players, hands down, are the best basketball players on this planet, period. I don't care what anybody got to say. I'll have words with anybody. They are the best. They are the most talented. These guys they're good at what they do. Wow, Chisholm, that was a heat check right there.
That was a deep one.
That was a hash mark. So we got a 14-point lead here for the Nets, 74-60. Your thoughts on what the Windjammers have to do to get back into this one?
Well, I think they might have to slow the game down. I think that they're tired out there, so I would like to see more ball movement. I think Crisp is kind of just looking to get his own, and I think he's kind of disengaged with the rest of the team. I'd like to see him get involved with the team more and get everyone easier shots. Richard Hope has been quiet the second half, so I'd like to see him get a few up and get going.
Well, I'll say this. I think Richard is he was a gallant effort, but 55, 60 minutes of just straight playing ball.
It's a lot of basketball.
And I know he is a fitness guy. I know he's into that industry, but that's 50, 60 minutes of cardio.
It's a lot for anybody.
For anybody.
And their championship games at that.
And the championship games at that. And that's a lot. So I don't know. If he can pull it off, great. But I know he's tired.
Yeah.
I know he's tired. He's going to sleep good tonight.
I think the Windjammers also need to limit the second chance opportunities.
So you're talking rebounding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they gave up a lot that third quarter.
I'm seeing a lot of small ball here. Larry Cole's flexing for the camera here, showing everybody those 15-inch pythons. Pam with the nice little dipsy do. Makes it a 12-point game. On the attack. Oh, nice little step back. Chisholm.
Too small to guard him.
Well, I mean, I'm looking at this size, man. This is a small college team. Like, this is, they can play Kings this year.
Yeah, they'd match out well when it comes to the height, at least.
Yeah. Now, conditioning, probably not.
Yeah.
But give them 2-3 months, they could be back into it. Now, I'm going to ask you this question. Who's the best basketball player you ever seen out of here?
That's tough.
Now, remember, you were raised around ball. Okay? I've known you since you were born. And you know a lot of the same stuff that I know. So, I'm not telling you to be careful with your answer. I'm just saying, hey, just think about the best you've seen.
So there's a few guys on that list. One guy who unfortunately just never went on to play high school basketball or anything beyond that, but was the truth in Metro basketball and just junior high basketball and all that. His name was Ray Tynes.
Yeah.
He was a man-child. He was the best basketball player that I've ever seen for my first couple of years.
Yeah.
But definitely all time is a tough question. One guy I like to think of is Tyler Scott.
Yeah.
I think I've seen him play since he was at the West to Acadia to UPEI,
Oh, people
and
like Chisholm. Chisholm's killing him.
there's no other bucket getter like Tyler.
Yeah.
You know, when it comes to pure buckets. But if I would say the best player, and I'd only attribute this to where he is now, it's Andrew Wiggins, a member of the Golden State Warriors. I was fortunate enough to play with him in training camp for the U16 Canada team.
Yeah.
He was so good they moved him up to U19.
U19, yeah.
Yeah, and this was U16 that we were trying out
I
for.
remember that 'cause
So
he played for his Orangeville Prep.
he played for Vaughan.
Vaughn, yeah.
Vaughan, yeah.
Secondary.
Mm-hmm.
In Toronto.
Played there for 1 year before he moved on to Huntington Prep in Virginia.
Now, the funny thing is that I played with a former teammate of his dad's, Steve Burt, back in the early '90s, who played for the Windjammers here,
Okay.
and he played in. Now, a lot of the guys like. One thing that people don't realize is that, for example, Steve Benton, who's here, who married your cousin, Bowden, he played for the Boston Celtics.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So a lot of these guys have played, in the WBL back in the day when Mickey Fox was coaching them, and Richie Spears was coaching them. These guys are former NBA players. These guys played in the league. You know what I mean? And you see some, like, just their level of just their cerebral level of the game and everything else that goes along with it and how they execute it. That's a learning experience. And even with Wiggins, he learned from his dad who played for the Houston Rockets with Akeem and Ralph Sampson and all those guys, right? I mean, his father's Mitchell Wiggins.
Yeah.
I mean, Louisville, Kentucky, like All-American, took him to the final eight, like in NCAA, like that's his dad. So, he's going to get that pedigree. I'll tell you this, though. Oh, nice give him a goal. Look at that. Yeah, it's I think condition is coming to play here.
Definitely, guys are hanging their heads. They're tired out there.
Yeah, it's it's starting to become a little bit of a, we got a 18-point lead here. $19-point lead for the Nets. The Nets just seem like they want it more tonight.
Yeah. Better ball movement.
They're playing better D too. They're actually guarding, like they know that Chris is their guy, and they're keying in on him. Pan's trying to keep it going, and look how they're running the floor. Look at this. That's remember what I told you? It's that energy.
Yeah.
When you're doing things right, you're doing the little things. The big things seem like nothing. A nice pass by Pan. Yeah, so we're trying to get a little. I think we're in garbage time now.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, we got a little bit of.
Foul on Nolan.
Yeah, Nolan Hansen.
Yeah, I think the defense just resorting to fouling now.
Well, I mean, for a while there during this last period, it was a layup drill. This last quarter, sorry, it was a layup drill.
Crisp in the notes.
And this is Div 3, and he's running it down and putting it up. So Lockview's pulling it out in the Div 3 and the 902 hoops. Lockview High. Harold T. Barrett Junior High.
Yeah, Woodford and Chisholm coming back in. They must be looking to.
They're going to pad that lead a little bit.
Yeah, exactly.
Because they know,
Good way to end the year.
Yeah, they were number
3.
Number 3 ranked.
Yep.
And Windjammers were ranked what?
I'm not sure.
Excuse me. pass. Hope just ran out of gas.
Yeah, he's not even squaring up to
Yeah,
the basket
like
anymore.
He just ran out of gas. Like you can't, like it's. I'm sorry, but I know there's at least a 4 in the front of his age, and Chisholm.
Another 3.
Wow, from the hash mark though. Yeah, they're padding that lead. Oh, nice 3 there.
By Nolan.
By no means, He checked. Wow, I was going to say. They say we got a 19-point lead now. That's good D. Nolan's not giving up. Pam with a nice little, I like that. Oh.
Pan's playing hard, but the rest of the Windjammers are just not getting back on defense.
Well, I'm going to say this. Div 3.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's me, if there's a Div 6, I'd be playing Div 6. But real talk, I mean, you could just tell the guys with their conditioning, like, that's the thing. The pedigree of championship teams, especially in this league, it's conditioning and it's discipline, and it's how do you execute. I mean, you won a championship with was it Kizzy?
No, I won a championship with Team USA, and I've been in I had a few other finals appearances. There was a season with the Green Goblins.
Yep.
That you actually were commentating.
Commentate the game,
yeah,
yeah.
we won that finals. So I have a couple of championships under my belt in this men's league.
What's the consistency? What's the constant with all those championship teams? What's the constant?
You definitely got to build your team. You got to add size. You got to add 3-point shooting, and then the guard play, right? I feel, being in Nova Scotia where we are a guard-heavy province, it's crucial to be led by some good, strong guards. So I think that's the common theme that you see with a lot of the Division I teams,
Yep.
or any teams.
And your bigs got to run the floor.
Yeah, we had some great bigs in Tyler Oliver,
Yep.
Mike Poole, Juwan States. When they get together, it's hard to contain that. A lot of rebound, a lot of block shots.
Yeah. I saw Mike get a certain player for the Mount St. Vincent Mystics caught Mike last year. Mike got a body was caught.
Shout out Chase Time.
I didn't want to bring it up. Mike, I've been leaving you alone. I love you, brother. But I was commentating that game. Excuse my loss of words here. And
Ooh,
I know
tough shot
Chase.
right
I know Chase is using that on his mixtape because I'm like, so
Yeah, Chase is at MSVU right now.
Yeah, #1 team in the nation.
Yeah, what are they, 8-0 to start the first?
8-0 to start the first half of the season. Now, you and I both know that it's not about what you do in October, November, December. It's all about what you do in February, March.
Exactly.
And another thing, too, is I do not take those CCAA rankings really seriously.
No, you can't.
Like, don't get me wrong. It's the first time ever in the history of the program.
And it's nice.
That the Mount has been ranked
It's
#1
nice.
in the country, and I'm proud of it. I'm proud that I graduated from the Mount. That's my alma mater. That's the school I went to. But the fact of the matter is, real talk, I don't take those rankings seriously. You know what I mean? SAIT is no joke.
Nope.
There's a couple teams in Ontario that are no joke. I know Algonquin's good this year. Vanier's no joke this year. So, it's.
And we can't forget about them CJEP schools.
That's what I'm saying. The Vanier's a St. Jeff school.
Okay.
And you know what I mean? Like Dawson, come on. Like Dawson's got like 8 guys going D1 next year. So you got to watch out for them, right? And Montmorency, they're always good.
Momo won a national title a couple years ago,
It was 2
actually.
years, yeah, I think it was last year. Yeah, it was 2 years ago.
I know they won one in 2017.
Yeah.
When I was at Holland College, we were hosting nationals, and they came out with the national title.
How did it feel to play with your cousin on that Holland College team?
Oh, playing with Travis was great. Me and Travis been playing together since we were in the 8th grade.
Yeah.
Right, and I always like to think of us as a Shaq and Kobe, dynamic. And
Well, here's the funny thing. He had another cousin that was on the coaching staff for that team, too. Bowden, cuz.
Chase, yeah,
Your family, man.
yeah. No, he played. He played.
He played with you,
He
yeah.
played that last year. So in 2017, Travis played, Chase played, and we made a run. Chase is it?
Chase's second, third, fourth years. In my opinion, he was the best college player, U Sport, CCAA, in the Maritimes at that time.
I would hear the stories.
He was the best college player.
We call at Holland. We call him Mr. Holland.
He was the best college player. Now, that being said, Chase, I know you hear me. I still don't think you're the best ball player to come out in Glasgow. Sorry, buddy. And I'm not even putting myself anywhere near on that list. But in the same breath, you're on the Mount Rushmore. I give you top 6. I give you top 6.
Yeah, Chase. Spent his career at Holland, and he was a problem. I'm pretty sure he leads Holland in all-time scoring.
In almost every category.
Has 5 straight championships with the team. Well, there's not enough that you can say about him.
You know, the thing I like the most about him, and ladies and gentlemen, we're sorry to take away from the game, but one thing we both are as basketball aficionados, and we do talk about stuff. Yeah, this is just we got a little bit of garbage time going on here, ladies and gentlemen. So, nice pass, beautiful pass.
I think Alex is patenting his stats. He wants that MVP.
I think he has it. I think he has. It's either him or his brother.
And that was my next question. Who do you think is the player of the game?
If it were me, I'm picking Alex Chisholm because he did it everywhere. He handled the basketball. He rebounded. He played D. He's knocking down threes. He's hitting layups. He's looking for the open guy. He's not, and he didn't do it greedily. For me, that's a coach's dream. I love guys like that. Beautiful pass. Nice pass. But I think that's our player of the game, in my opinion. Am I wrong?
I wouldn't be upset if I saw a co-MVP between the Chisholm brothers.
I don't know if Daniel got that.
I don't know if they I don't know if they do the co-MVPs.
I don't know if Daniel. Look at it. I don't know if he got the budget for that.
Shout out Daniel.
But he did it all, man. And you know what the funny thing is that even though he's 3-4 years removed from playing college basketball, he still looks like he could give him 2 months to get in shape, and he's out there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because he was doing his thing tonight. The handle was crisp.
Yeah.
He was rebounding. He's playing good D. The energy's right. He's looking for the open guy. He finds the open guy. Let's not forget, he has about 6 or 7 nice assists too. Along with, and hit his brother with that beautiful pass, that full court pass.
Yeah.
He's doing some things, man. He's doing some damage. So we got a 17-point margin here. 1:14 left to go in the fourth. Looks like this is not going to be the Windjammers' year.
No. It's going to be a sour one, but the next season of the men's league starts up in
2 weeks.
In 2-3 weeks. So
yeah.
Quick
Nice
turnaround.
pass. Look at that pass.
And one.
Look at that. I think we got our player of the game.
Yeah, I think we do. Ooh, good cross.
Oh, nice take.
That's tough.
Now we could do a Jerry West and give the player of the game to the losing team. What's going on here?
I don't know if he was going to get that, but
yeah, when in Lockview get dunkers. Lockview was always the floor-bound team.
I will say this about Ben. Ben, is still athletic. But in his days, he was very athletic. He put a lot of guys on posters.
Okay. Well, he made a good argument for MVP, but in my opinion, I think his brother Alex is taking it tonight. He did it all tonight.
Yeah.
He did it on both ends of the floor. He did it defensively. I'm pretty sure he's leading the team in rebounding, and he's leading the team in scoring.
We got 30 seconds left on the clock. The Nets will enjoy this win.
Allen still playing to the last minute. Here we go. Yeah, let's let him go. Ooh.
And then out.
Oh. I think that's
games.
a ball game. Yeah, here we go. So your final score is going to be 103-83 for the Nets. Congratulations to the Nets, who are the 2023 Division III champions for 902 Hoops. What's your final thoughts on the game?
Man, it was a great game. I love to watch Ben Chisholm and Alex Chisholm get out there and dominate. That's just what they did today. And I was surprised by Chris today. You know, he came out firing, and he has a nice, smooth game.
Yeah.
And I'm looking forward to seeing him play more because I think that he's gonna do damage in this men's league.
I think once he gets with players that are of equal or better caliber, then you're going to see a little bit more to his game.
Absolutely.
You know, you're going to see him be a little bit more versatile and, be able to get other guys involved and not just look for his.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when you're playing Div 3, sometimes you have to do that.
You have to do that.
But,
And I think if he didn't do that this game, it would have been a way uglier game. So.
Yeah. But, yeah. Well, I got to go give the player the game and the championship trophy. So I think maybe, are we going to sign off or are we still going on? Okay, well, that's going to be it for us here, ladies and gentlemen. Your champions for Div 3, the Nets, at a score of 102-83. We'd like to wish everybody happy holidays going forward from this. And join us again tomorrow night where we're going to have another championship final. And for my co-host, Mr. Jaden Jordan Norden, and myself, Tracy Williams, we'd like to thank everybody for watching, and hope you have a great night.
Yeah, enjoy, guys.